I believe SimpleShot has made my favorite slingshot. Sup, Taters? Sup, Taters? Can Vandal here. I don't know about you, but do you have a frame that you find yourself just gravitating back to? Well, I have a couple of them, and one of those is my Ocularis. But I was shooting it one day, and yeah, I've been shooting it. You say, well, it don't have no bands. That's because they finally broke. I've had, it was SimpleShot Premium Black 0.5. I put that band on in 1974. No, but seriously, I've had that band on this frame for God knows how long. I've taken probably 1 million shots with it, and it just broke. So let me just say before we move on, if you have not tried SimpleShot Premium Black Latex, you've got to give it a try. It is the most predictable latex I've ever used. It's long lasting, it has great speeds. It is the epitome of premium latex. Look, I'm already using big words today. Epitome. I'm a smart smeller. I mean, a smart feller. But I was finishing up shooting my Ocularis, and I was just, just having a conversation with myself because I'm crazy. But as I finished up my session that day, I began to have this inner dialogue. And it was about what my favorite slingshot would look like. You know what I'm talking about, that frame that always floats to the top. If I was going to have somebody design a slingshot for me, what would be my criteria? For me, it's quite simple. I'd want a 90mm. I'd want an average size. I'd want crisp corners. I want them crisp. Teardrop. I like a teardrop handle. I want to be able to pull off a great thumb brace. I prefer it to be a medium thickness. Oh, I'd want it to be a dedicated OTT. And finally, it's got to have a laser. Don't even play. Half of you guys know you'd shoot one if it had a laser. Basically, what I was describing was an Ocularis with dedicated OTT tips. Tips. With dedicated, I'll get this out. With dedicated OTT tips. Almost said tits. Okay. Tips. And as if SimpleShot heard my heart's desire, they sent me this. Check this out. This is the new Axiom. I believe SimpleShot has made my favorite slingshot. Before I move along, I want to take the time to thank SimpleShot one more time for allowing me to be a part of the release of the new Axiom slingshot. Over the last few weeks, I have had a blast at the range shooting the Axiom. Everything that I would want in a frame, I found in the new Axiom. Now, the Axiom design is not new to the slingshot world. This is the new version of the old Axiom designed by Nathan Masters himself.
What?
If you want to hear the complete history of how this frame came to be, I'll put a link down in the description of the video where Nathan Masters, the designer, tells you how all this came to be. It's always interesting to see the road from where something started to where it is today. I'm serious when I say I believe SimpleShot has made my top frame. And because most of you guys just want to see me shoot the thing, we're going to get set up for the range, and I'll tell you some more reasons why I think this is my favorite. Alright, Taters, I'm set up on the range, and today with the Axiom, I'm using SimpleShot Premium Black 0.5. This is a 12 to 20 taper, and I'm using some SimpleShot pit pouches. I'm telling you, once they're worked in, these are some of the best pouches I've used in a while, so keep that in mind if you're looking for a good pit pouch. Now, as I'm shooting, I'm going to tell you a couple more reasons why I think the Axiom is probably my favorite slingshot. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say there's going to be some camera cuts in this range time. The intention is not to cut out misses. It's just I'm going to have a lot of footage, and I can't show it all. You guys are not going to watch me shoot a slingshot for an hour. Unless I take my shirt off.
Woo!
No, I'm just kidding. Now, the first thing I really like about this new Axiom is it is a dedicated OTT. Now, for those of you who don't know what OTT stands for, that stands for over the top, or on target, Tater. Now, there is another option called TTF, which stands for through the forks, and it's mainly for amateurs. I really dig the fact that the new Axiom is a dedicated OTT. And the reason being is when I shoot OTT, I like to choke up as close as I can to the tip. All right, let me fire a couple shots. Now, I haven't fired today yet, so I'm gonna go for the can in the middle. See if I can hit the thing. Let me take my glasses off. I don't know, I shoot better without my glasses. Here we go. All right. Man, this thing holds beautifully. Yep. It's on. Let me do it again just to make sure. Man, this thing, if you only could feel this thing right now, you want to feel it? Look, I'm going to touch it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, that was me. But this thing has a wonderful grip. I'll talk about that in a minute, but right now, I'm loving the fact that I can choke up close to the top. Now, another thing. Now, another thing I noticed about the Axiom right off was that it has crisp corners. You say, what in the world are you talking about? I'm talking about the corners. Let me take this off. Hold on. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Check it out. You see the corner right there? You see how crisp it is? It's got a definite crispness to it. Crispness. But not only does it have crisp corners, it also has, look, check it out, fiber optics. And the fiber optics are placed perfectly. They're not too far above the frame. They're not below it. It is right on the corner. And while we're talking about it, let's talk about these integrated clips. Not only does it have an integrated clip system, but you can get them in a plethora of different colors. You can change out these clips with the colors of the rainbow. I absolutely love all the color options, and it comes with the key. This key makes it an absolute cinch to change out these clips. I am absolutely thrilled that they put not only integrated clips, but fiber optics with this Axiom. If you haven't shot any of the fiber optics from SimpleShot on any of their models, you need to do it. These are fiber optics done right. That's about the best way I can describe it. But let's get a couple shots off. I'm going to go. Let me go for the can at the bottom, right at the bottom, around the stump. Okay. Let me. If you can't see it, I'll show you. Here we go. That one. Man, these fiber optics are awesome. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. You can still see your sight picture behind it. It doesn't cover the whole sight picture. Man, they're awesome. Let me go for the can up top, right in the middle. Not the big one, but the green one. Ooh. Man, love this thing. Love this thing. These fiber optics, they're second to none. I mean, they are second to none. Love it, love it, love it. One more shot. Here we go. I'm going to go back to the can again. The green can. Here we go. I think it hit the same hole. Love them optics. Another really cool thing about the Axiom I probably should have talked about first was its design. This was not a haphazard design. There was a lot of thought put into the Axiom. Look at the profile. It's like a medium. It's not too thin, not too thick, and then it comes down to just a palm swell that's not too aggressive, but you know it's there. Look at the texture. I mean, I love that texture, and I usually try to put some grip on my frames. I haven't done anything to this frame yet because it feels so awesome. I love the teardrop design, and this is why when you grab it, look, your fingers just lock right in. And also what it does for me is it pushes my hand towards the front rather than sliding off the back. That's why I really love this particular design. I love the fact that they didn't round this off. I mean, this thing feels wonderful in your hand. All right, I'm going to take a couple more shots, but while I do, I'm going to tell you about the final feature that makes the Axiom probably my favorite frame, and that is it has the absolute best thumb brace of any frame in my collection. Now, I know that's saying a lot, but stay with me here. I mentioned before about this teardrop handle, and when you grab it, your fingers just lock in place. But also, if you turn the hand around, I'm going to get behind the camera. Look at this. I ain't moved. Your hand automatically goes right into a thumb brace. Well, at least it does for me. This frame right here has the most repeatable thumb brace of any frame in my collection. I mean, every time I grab it, my hand just falls right back into that position. And that is really important when it comes to maintaining accuracy. The key to maintaining accuracy is to repeat good habits. The Axiom allows, for me at least, to get a good repeatable thumb brace every time. I mean, check this out. When I go to shoot this thing, I don't really have to put no thought into it. I just grab it like this, and my hand just falls right into place. I mean, it makes the perfect thumb brace. I mean, I'll show you again. Look. I'm not doing anything different. I'm just going to put the steel in. I mean, my hand just falls right back into the same repeatable thumb brace. I mean, it is awesome. Now, don't get me wrong. You can pull off a pinch grip. But for me, it's just perfectly designed for a thumb brace. All right, I'm going to take one more shot. I've been shooting big stuff today. I'm going to go for something just a little smaller. Let's see. I'll go for the flipper. It's about midway left. It's white and it's got a red center. You see it? Here we go. I'm telling you, this thing is awesome. All right, Taters, you're going to be hearing a lot about the new Axiom over the next few weeks. This is a frame I cannot do justice in just one video. Now, the Axiom is not available right now for purchase, but it will be this month, September the 19th. These frames are going to fly off the shelf. Now, when the Axiom does come available, it will be in 3 different base colors. You'll have black, and these are not probably the names that they're going to be called, but there's this green here. I don't know if you see that. And then there's a gray or smoke. I don't know what they'll call it. They'll probably call it that or slate or something, but it'll look like that. But yeah, you're going to have 3 base colors, and you're going to have all the color options for the integrated clips. It's a really awesome, awesome frame. Taters, I got a lot to say about this frame, and I think this is going to be one of your favorites as well. But with that said, we're going to wrap this up. So until we meet again, be kind to each other and get out there and bust some cans. We'll see you next time. That's a wrap. Later, Tater. You ever shot a frame that just makes you want to dance? Whenever I shoot this, my life becomes a musical. All right, I'm gonna go for the facet head. Ready? Ooh, I hit him in the beak. I'll play it back. All right, here. I'll do it again. And I have my glasses on. I can't really shoot with glasses. All right. Attacked that time.